Hi everyone, and welcome to Lady and the Fox, and welcome to Surat. So, well, today we're going to be talking about Surat, and we're going to be talking about the campgrounds. So, the campgrounds that we have stayed in, I believe it's Fishermans Park, or
Fisherman's Bend, I've heard it called as well.
yes, so not sure which name, but we're staying here. It's a donation campground, and it's well worth it. So what does this area have to offer? So the campgrounds actually has, it is massive. I had no idea how big it was going to be until I got here. And let me just say, there is so much space.
And so many people that stay here too. We've
Yeah.
been here for a little while, and there's people coming and going all the time, and it's not unusual to see 30 plus vans here.
Yeah, but because of how big it is, there might be 30 plus vans, but you don't feel like a sardine. So it is well spaced out. So the toilets as well, it's almost like high school cubicles in a sense. So
Yeah, flushing toilets.
Flushing toilets, clean as well. The cleaner does come through on a regular basis. I have noticed that we do run out of toilet paper, but within a couple of days the cleaners here are restocking. So make sure you have that backup toilet paper just in case.
And there is a dump point here, and there is potable water as well.
There's taps all over the grounds. So yeah, you can top up your water or go and get water, however you're camping. It is absolutely fabulous, and I would actually highly recommend this campground for that reason. We have parked away from the water, but there is actually a section that's further down near the water. I've got a little video of it so that you can see it, and that's probably running right now. And you can also go for, if you're able to. I personally cannot. But most people are actually able to go from here and walk straight into town.
There's a cemented footpath all the way from here across the bridge into town, and takes you to the main street, pretty much.
Or you might decide to go on the walking track that actually goes
alongside the river.
Alongside the river. So there are things to do. In town, not only is there one lot of showers that's for the public, but there is two lots.
So 2 lots of free showers?
Yep, so one behind the Shire and one at the
sports grounds.
So can you actually believe that? Free showers, not only just one set, but 2 different locations. That is friggin' amazing. Thank you, Surat. So no problems keeping clean while you're here. The shop that we've mainly gone to for supplies and food is the Wagon Wheel?
Wagon Wheel Cafe.
Cafe.
Yeah. And it's a Wagon Wheel Cafe and mini supermarket. There is another mini supermarket and cafe just down the road from it as well. Yep. And there's another cafe and a pub across the road.
Which I'm thinking of actually going to today, like just to have a look. Apparently there's a gift shop and everything in there as well, but we didn't actually look in there. But we did go to the Cobb & Co.
That's the Cobb & Co Museum.
I was about to say museum. We did go there, and we did the gold coin donation. They do advertise it as free though. But just going for a quick wander in there was actually quite nice. They've got a fresh water tank there.
Aquarium,
yep.
With all the local fish in there.
Yeah, so that was really cool to, they've got couches there so you can just sit down and watch the fish for a while, and they're quite interactive.
Watch you too.
Yeah, the fish are quite interactive, so I was quite surprised when I went up there. The fish came swimming over and sort of like, hello! So that was pretty fun. So even if you're not camping in Surat but you're passing through, the museum is small, so it wouldn't actually take you long just to have maybe that 15-minute break from driving and go for a wander through. And they've got a carriage in there that can actually
14-seater coach, I believe.
Yeah, it's a 14-seater coach, and it is massive. Worth going in there even just to go straight through to have a look at that, because it is such a beautiful carriage. if I knew of when they're going to bring that out to give rides to the public, I would probably come back just to jump in and have a ride.
we missed the Cobb and Co Festival when they probably did that.
Yeah,
so,
that's probably when it was out. So I'm pretty sure they bring it out for the public. So if you're ever into that sort of thing, keep an eye out for when they're having a Cobb and Co Festival. I'm sure they'll have that there.
There is a library as well. There's a small library
Very
that
small.
does have Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is slow there, but it's there in case you do need it.
Yeah, we did actually end up both disconnecting quite a few times and needing to reconnect with the Wi-Fi, but you know, it's free. If you need it, it is there.
Yeah.
You
and
might
it's better
just
if you've
have
got
to-
nothing. It's better than nothing if you've got nothing.
Exactly.
Especially if you're Vodafone, because Vodafone doesn't seem to work out here, but Optus and
Telstra
Telstra seem
do.
to work fine.
Yes.
There's also a 24-hour laundromat as well, which is handy.
Yes.
The prices were reasonable compared to some other laundromats we've
so-
been to. I think it was like $5 for a small load of washing.
And for the big machine, for like bedding and all that sort of stuff, that's $12. The dryer, I think it's
works out $1 a minute or something.
no,
like
it's
that.
$1 for 5 minutes.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
yes, it is.
I
$1
got
for
it
5
right.
minutes. So a couple of dollars and you can get everything dry. But with the weather we've got going here, if you're camping and you've got an awning where you can hook up some rope to dry your own stuff, it works out cheaper. So, but the laundromat has you covered for washing and drying, and it's clean as well. So not once have I walked in there and seen grotty stuff in the machine. It is nice and clean. It's a very clean town, actually.
And at the end of the walking track as well, we went for a drive because Mary can't do the walk. But at the end of it, there is the weir as well, which is a nice little spot. Also,
Yep.
they've got some picnic tables and barbecues there and that sort of thing.
And
as well.
they've got the water flowing.
Yes, yeah, over the weir.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what a weir is.
Yes.
I knew that. Stop it.
And one of the other interesting things that you'll find around the town is there's some buildings. Some of the buildings around town have little plaques out the front of them that you can read, and it'll actually tell you what they are. Like the butcher shop gives you the history of what the butcher shop was, and it closed in '94.
I can go one step better. I'll show you. Right now actually, I'll slot that in. I've got a couple of photos to share with the signs so that you can see.
And yeah, so that's something interesting about the town as well. I think there's one at the post office. There's one. There's a few around town.
There's a few around town.
Go through.
They've got the Cobb and Co to something's down with the Y.
Yaluba. I don't know how to say it, but that was
they've got a Cobb and Co track that you can go along to, drive along that.
Yep, that was. I can't remember, so don't quote me, but I think it was one of the last Cobb and Co runs, and that's where the Cobb and Co run from Yaluba to Surat happened from here. It's about 80 k's either way, so the drive actually, you can do the drive to there to take you on that path if that's something you want to do too.
Yep, so lots to offer. But yeah, do I recommend the campgrounds? I sure do. Would I come back? Yes, definitely.
And we have had some visitors as well. The paddock behind us, it's privately owned. There's lots of goats. There's goats, sheep and pigs in there. And the last couple of days...
And cows.
Oh yeah, there's cows as well. I forgot about them. Last couple of days, we haven't seen the pigs and we haven't seen much of the goats.
Yeah, I think they've been relocated to probably another paddock to eat that down.
Because a lot of the goats were starting to get through the fences and so forth. But it was very, very cool to see these four big fat pigs come over.
Really big. Actually, I'll slide in some photos of them too.
And one of them had 3 little piglets, so yeah, a big bacon and a bacon seeds were running behind. They were very cute. I got to pat some of them. Because we'd give them a carrot or a piece of bread or whatever, and they'd eat it in like 2 seconds and want more. But when they'd sniff you, they'd try and get your hand in their mouth as well. It was like, no, do not want to be pig food. but
that was a lot of
anyway.
fun. Yeah, it was almost like being, because we're along the fence line, so it's almost like being at a
petting zoo.
A petting zoo or something like that. It was just really cool.
You could see everyone else set up all along the fence line doing the same thing, going out and food scraps over the fence for the goats and the pigs and So I think they got very used to everyone as well.
Yeah, even the people that were set up next to us, they actually said that when they leave, they're actually going to miss seeing the pigs. So, quite an attraction.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So, but yeah, the first couple of days we were here, we never saw them, but we got told that there has been pigs here, and then just a couple of days into our stay, they just popped up, and I was just, I don't know, I haven't really seen pigs in real life, so to see them in real life and actually seeing how big they actually are, the first time giving one of them a piece of bread, I actually sort of like, you know, I was sort of like, I saw the teeth in its mouth, and you know, all these, I don't know, showing my age here, but going back when I was a lot younger, I saw that horror movie Razorback or something.
Yeah.
So I had a flashback then, and I was sort of like, the next piece of bread got tossed into the paddock rather than getting hand-fed.
But if you've never touched a pig snout, I'll just give you a description. If you've ever cooked a roast pork and you put oil on the skin and then put salt over it, that's how, and you can feel that texture of the crackling when you're putting the salt over it or the oil on the skin. That's how their snout feels. So
or maybe he was just hungry at the time.
Maybe column A, column B, who knows. But yeah, that's pretty much Surat, really. That's...
Yeah, I think it's worth coming to the campground, and I think it's worth checking out the town.
And do support the local. If you need something like, you need, like I had to buy coffee, if you need a couple of little bits and pieces, buy them from here. Yes, it is more expensive, like I think we paid $5 for milk and $6 for bread or something like that, but
it does help support the town. And
if you need it, get it from here and just pay that little bit extra. Yeah. It all helps to keep...
I wouldn't recommend a full shop.
No.
I would say go to Roma, to Woolies, but just a few bits and pieces, I think it does help keep the towns functioning.
Or buy one of the meals from the Wagon Wheel Cafe,
yeah, we had
or
some
one of
fish
the
and
other
chips.
cafes or whatever. Just help support them a bit, because I think this town really relies on all the grey nomads, and yes, I'm grey now, but I'm not quite the age of most of them, and I think it does rely on a lot of the tourism.
So we did have the fish and chips from there as well, and that was actually yummy. One of the other neighbours that we've had, who's moved on already, she got one of the, I think it was a steak. It wasn't a hamburger, it was a steak sandwich, and she said it's probably the best one she's ever had. The meat wasn't chewy, it was melt in the mouth for steak. So she said that coming from a little shop like that, she was a bit blown away that it was so good. And another friend of ours that stayed here highly recommends the burger with the lot. There's actually a big fat meat patty in there, plus the steak. So that actually sounds like almost a two-person meal. But
I think I'm going to have to go because you're making me hungry.
Alright guys, that's Surat from us. We're going to be moving on in a couple of days. So we will catch you in the next video and update you on our travels.
Where we are. Where we're going. So yeah.
If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. Like and subscribe, and hit that notification so you get notified when the videos come out. So, alright guys.
Until next time.
Bye.